Oh man, we got a packed week of drama for you, man. Michael B. Jordan said he lonely out here. He can't find love. One of your favorite internet celebrities almost got beat up in New York. And my dog Bricc, baby, say Adam 22 done caught him in the gang warfare. But it's all going down here tonight, man. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. While you at it, hit that like button. And you might as well hit that notification bell because you know you want to stay up to date with the T. But you already know the voice, man. It's your boy, Jesse J. Phillips Supreme 305 with my co-host.
Chico Grande Chico 2 times, a.k.a. Shooter McGavin, baby. Ooh. Welcome to another episode. Chief Sosa just dropped some music. We're going to get to that later. But it's time to party. It's time to turn things up. Let's see what's naughty stuff going on.
Man, I'm ready to see who got beat up in New York. Because I heard it was, man, I heard he almost had him running.
I heard he had him almost messing his pants.
I know, but I mean, and also, man, Dallas Cowboys.
A lot of allegations.
They done dropped the ball again, and the season hasn't even started. But we're going to tell y'all everything coming on this week, episode 148, Tales from the Crib, baby. Ooh. How y'all week been going? Before we start out, I need y'all to comment down below. Let us know how your week been going off so far. And, Cole, how you been doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's my birthday week.
It is.
So I'm ready to get some gifts. Ready to get all kinds of things. I'm ready and expecting.
Ooh,
give it to me.
You pregnant?
No.
Oh, but you expecting? What you expecting?
I'm expecting gifts. It's my birthday.
Damn. It is. It's oh man.
So you better cough it.
You accept gift cards?
I accept everything.
All right. Good.
Pause.
I'll take you to McDonald's. How about that?
You gonna get a McFlurry to the face?
You disrespectful.
How about them? And then how about them apples? I'm gonna get the kids' apples and throw them at you too.
I thought it was a thought that counts.
Yeah, you're the thought, and you can't count.
You disrespectful.
I'm just factual.
Nah.
But welcome to Tales from the Crib. It's time to talk some mess besides each other and talk about celebrities. What's going on? What's going on in the world? What's going on in the sporting world? But let's go ahead and get into it. And are you lonely, co-host?
Man, I'm so lonely, man. I'm so lonely. I'm feeling the same pain that this man right here, man. My dog Michael B. Jordan out here saying he feeling lonely, but he not looking for a relationship. It's a tricky situation.
I mean, why is he so lonely? He dodged a bullet. He dodged a thought.
Lori Harvey?
I'm not saying no names.
Well,
I'm not getting sued.
I mean, did he really die? Did he? I mean, I thought he fumbled the bag.
How did he fumble?
You see how bad she is? Everybody want Lori Harvey.
She's bad, but I mean, she been around. Anyone. The thing that discourages me the most with Lori Harvey, and sorry for the disrespect, but
disrespecting already, Gavin. We 3 minutes in.
Hey, we're certified professional haters. That's what we do. We get paid to hate.
Oh my god.
But basically, when she dated Diddy's son, and then Diddy,
Justin.
How do you go from son to dad? How do we jumping on the combs?
I mean, if the son ain't acting up, you go to the.
She said the young bull can't do it. She wants to ride the old stallion.
I'm just saying, she want that young bull. She want that old bull.
She want the old bull.
She want that old bull. She want to ride on yachts and things.
She wants the man that makes the billies.
Nah, but back to the story at hand, man. Michael B.
I just can't accept that. Man, that's too weird. It's one thing if she dated a few dudes, but man, she
dated somebody daddy.
She can't date the dude and then his daddy, and then go back on the streets and act like nothing happened when it's super public. That's a no-go.
Okay, comment down below how you feel about that situation.
That's too much. There's a line, and she crossed it.
She doing crossed it, but let us know how you feel about that situation. Also, man, my dog Uncle Michael B. Jordan did an interview with Jay Shitty.
Is your uncle? Or do you just call him that?
No, that's what his nephew and nieces call him.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, he is 30. He is up there at 37. He is older than me, but I ain't my dad.
By a few months.
Pause. I'm not even that old. Calm down. But we got we got a clip right here of basically how Michael B. Jordan feels in the Jay Shitty interview. Then we're gonna tell you some more.
What, in the who interview?
Jay Shitty is Shetty.
Shitty.
Yes.
No, I'm just
being honest with where you stand and how you feel. It's really giving another person an option and opportunity to be as honest with you. Mm-hmm. And whatever your fear of that is, of that outcome, is never really as big as what you make it up to be. You know, tomorrow is not promised to anyone. And if tomorrow never comes, at least you can know that you said what you needed to say.
This is what you say. You had to say what you needed to say. So basically, what's going on in this interview? It's about an hour 20, hour 40-minute interview. Michael B. Jordan talking about basically growing up and basically being a man, trying to navigate his way through society because people have emotions and feelings, and he wants to basically not hurt somebody's feeling, but at the same time express his full feeling because nobody wants to feel like they got the short end of the stick. Also, in this
wait, you said what about his short stick?
Pause. That's what you know. What you know? You been watching?
No, I don't know.
You know,
I thought you were inspecting.
It's a lot of leaks.
Mr. Inspector Gadget.
They said the Ice Spice leak happened again. You seen it?
Allegedly.
I
think it's fake.
Nah, but so basically what he's saying in this interview, he's saying never stop working on yourself. He also talks about times where his nephew is basically watching him every move he makes and copying everything he does, so he's realizing
he wants
that
to
life.
Set a good example.
Yeah, he wants to set a good example. He basically.
So he dated his thought.
That's probably
it make sense, Michael B. Make it make sense.
Horrible. All right, we talks about finding a safe place. Talks about how he likes going to Japan, cooking, also playing Call of Duty.
Shout out Japan. We got a lot of fans in Japan for Crib Reactions.
Facts. But I mean, this whole interview was just everywhere, and throughout the whole interview, I really just got the fact that Michael B. Jordan, he really don't know what he wants. He wants to work, but at the same time, he wants a relationship, but he doesn't want to.
Well, he said it's too hard to like date someone because they got to bring him into his whole world, and they got to understand. You know, I might be doing a movie for 6 months. You know, some might not be around, or I might be doing this, or I might have an award show, so you might get me my attention sparingly. Either that, or you got to drop what you're doing and come along from the journey.
Yeah, he doesn't want.
I don't. You know, the only way you could do that is probably if you picked up a regular person, like so, you know, and just be like, "Come with me," type stuff.
True, but at the same time, a regular person won't understand the lifestyle of an entertainer because you know how it is.
I mean, they might not get understand it off the bat, but I mean, they'll probably get accustomed to it, and then he could like put him to work as being his assistant, so they can know exactly what's going on and be with him, so that way they're not like, "Oh, I wonder what he's doing." You got to be smart.
I mean, yes, true. That's true. Some people will actually go through with that, but also at the same time, there's other girls that want to get their own bag. They want to get it when it's not tied to a man. So what about those girls? And that's, I mean, to me, that's what he's talking about.
Those girls tend to be annoying. So
you don't want to follow the program?
I would just date a regular girl.
Oh Lord! I mean, those are the regular girls, the ones that want.
Plus, it's kind of weird when you're a celebrity and then you know, like, everyone knows the celebrity's dating history. You know, when you date someone, you really have no idea. But like when you're a celebrity, you know the Carfax. You could pull it up. It's literally on Google. So I think that kind of makes it weird. So I don't know. If I was a celebrity, I'd just feel weird kind of dating a celebrity. For the most part.
I mean,
especially if they had a bunch of public relationships, I'd be like, man, I don't want to be trying to join no club.
That's if they had a bad That's if they had a bad, basically a bad past history. But I mean, some people have good history. Some girl, I don't know. You put me on the spot. Megan Thee Stallion.
Who? Wait, her history's good? What are you talking about? Her history is half of the industry.
Lotto. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Oh my God. Dude, like Cardi
Lizzo.
B, Sexy Red. Oh, we know Lizzo's your favorite. And you over there with Gilbert Arenas cheering on
Saucy Santana.
I forgot the name, but thanks because you know and you remember. But do you feel bad for Michael B. Jordan, or do you think he's pouting for no reason, or do you think he's being vulnerable and everyone should go, oh?
I feel like he's it's a little bit of both. A little bit he's pouting for no reason, and he's also being vulnerable. You should be saying all because I mean that's what people want in 2024. They want men to start being in touch with their feelings and basically be more vulnerable. And that's what he's trying to say. He's trying to navigate through life in a safe place and trying to express himself without disrespecting others.
Russell Wilson.
Basically,
I gotta stop dissing him. He's my quarterback now.
He wants basically everybody to be a Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that sounds like Michael B. Jordan. Sounds like Killmonger.
Nah, but comment down below how you feel about the whole Michael B. Jordan situation. Do you feel like he too cute to be lonely? He might as well just come over to come on over and get him a sister, or should he just stick to the money, stick to the riches?
I can't wait to make that a sound button on the soundboard. He's too cute to be lonely.
That's what they said. He was in the magazine. I'm just reading the Carfax.
In your magazine on the wall.
Pause. You got jokes. But speaking of magazines, I had to take off.
You love you some Michael B. You watched Creed like 40 times. Every time I come over, he's watching Creed. Look, he's even got the Creed beanie on right now.
I thought everybody watched
he's a little Creed Jr.
Creed, The Wire, anything Michael B. Jordan was in was fire. 1, 2, and 3.
You want to be in Michael B. Jordan?
And Fruitville, what's called Fruitville City.
Be in Fruitville.
That was the first time. Fruitville was an impactful movie. It was.
I'm sure it was impactful. Oh man, you just keep making it worse. You're like the Meek Mill of podcasting.
Oh my god.
Just can't stop. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
I'm just saying, I can't comment on somebody. Everybody knows.
What about you? That you're out?
Out of where? See here.
The closet like R. Kelly?
Oh my! See, this is why you never give anybody a compliment. You try to get somebody to compliment your homeboy's ish on you. Look at this. I'm trying to get a Carfax my calls over here saying.
No, it's just
your part.
How much you love Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan's fire.
It's almost as bad as how much you love Diddy, and look how that turned out.
We ain't gonna talk about that no more. But moving on to the next topic here. Man, we got Avid saying there's no more P Hub going on in Texas.
My co-host cried that day.
I really did. I sent it out. I sent it out on my Facebook story, my Instagram story. I had to let the people know.
You got a VPN already?
I'm trying to. Somebody said you had to pay for it. Is it really like?
Yeah, you have to pay for it.
I'm not paying $5 to watch something for free.
It's like $3 or $5 a month. No, but what's also cool about it, besides just be able to get access back to this website, is if you have any streaming services, you can put your GPS wherever you want in the world, and you get different options. Like you could see, like, what does Netflix Japan have? What does Netflix England have? And all of them have different libraries, so you get way more access to stuff. And apparently there's a lot of good Dragon Ball Z content on Netflix Japan. We don't even have that on Netflix.
That's crazy, but 7 to 8 states have already started this age verification law where they're banning P-Hub and other things that's basically not appropriate for kids to watch around the world. Now, a lot of people are upset about this. They're saying it's not fair. How are you over here? How are you trying to protect kids, but at the same time, the adults are being affected by this? And the government's basically saying this is y'all fault.
The adults gonna get no stress relief.
Basically, this is y'all fault. Y'all don't want to take care of y'all kids. Instead of telling y'all kids to sit down and read a book and eat an apple, y'all just want to give them an iPad or give them your cell phone.
They're looking at some peaches.
Exactly.
Peaches and cream.
Y'all want to give them your iPhone, tell them to get out your face, and this is what happens.
Well, I mean, that's what I was talking about. Like, it's crazy. Like, we people our age didn't get smartphones literally until, like, I mean, depending if you're a little bit younger, you might have got it like you're, very late in high school, like junior, senior year. But like, I got a smartphone like literally coming right out of high school. Like right after I graduated high school, I got I think it was like an iPhone 4. That's when like smartphones became more affordable for regular people. And like I got an iPhone 4, and then like shortly after that, Instagram came out. So literally, we were like the first people ever to go to college with Instagram. So it's crazy. We're gonna go down in the history books like that. But yeah, this is a little weird. I think they're overstepping, but also it's common now for kids as young as elementary school to have their own smartphone. So I don't know if there's any parental controls where you can maybe like not have like internet browser available.
You already have that on phones. If you go to settings and go to setting your parental settings on your thing.
I know they can do Apple. It for like screen time and stuff, but can it literally censor what you check on the internet?
Yeah, it can censor what you check on the internet.
Well, then why do they need this? And it doesn't make sense.
Because parents aren't doing it.
They're not doing it. Well, it's like. They're trying to pick up because we have so many bad parents this current generation. So the last 2-3 generations.
That's what people allege that the government is trying to do. A lot of other people say that they're just trying to censor. They're trying to censor people because they don't want the LGBT stuff to come out. So they're trying to censor that. Also,
Texas is using it as an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I mean, did you know that United States watches P 3 times as much more than any other nation? So that's just horrible.
Because it's outlawed in a lot of other countries. They don't allow it like that.
Because it's bad for your brain. They say it's bad for your brain. It basically diminishes your it enhances your dopamine in your brain, and then you basically throws off all logic. People don't know how to love right, and I understand what they're saying. How you don't want kids watching stuff like this, and they're thinking like this is how love making is. This is how adults show this.
That ain't love making on there.
I mean, but kids don't know that, and a lot of parents aren't even telling the Birds and the Bees story. I mean, I know a couple people that never heard the Birds and the Bees story. It's men out there
still trying to figure it out. 6 pounds, 7 ounce.
I got 4 of them already, man. I'm still wearing that. How come the store keep coming over?
Wait, you have 4 kids?
Shh. Hey, man. See, what had happened was,
That's why you moved states.
nah, I'm playing.
The Great Escape.
Nah, it's not the Great Escape. But people are saying since this is going down, the VPN search has went up basically 1,075%. So everybody's looking for a VPN to try to find P-Hub. And that's the funny part is I didn't even know that other sites, I thought all other sites were banned too, because I think I went to like 2 or 3 other sites.
You were checking all your favorite sites?
I checked all my favorite sites, and all my favorite sites were banned. So I thought all of them were banned until one of my homeboys came over and was like, "Oh yeah, did you hear about this such and such site?" And I looked and I pulled it up and I was like, "Oh wow, it works right."
They're gonna get to him.
I'm over here stressing like it's gonna be the end of the world. Like what I'm gonna do with the rest of my, I got all this free time now. Why do I need my hands?
You need to give Pamela Henderson a break.
Listen here, man. We on overtime, man.
What does that even mean?
I'm working like a slave. It's 1967 again.
Hold on.
How is it racist in my own hand?
That's never mind.
Disrespectful. But nah, so let me tell you, the other states actually has this law already in
You
effect.
pop up like,
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The other states that also have this law banned is Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Montana, North Carolina, Utah, Virginia.
God dang, that's a growing list.
It's a growing list. I mean, it's growing further and further. I mean, a lot more things are getting banned.
They're trying to censor the internet.
How do you?
Because, I mean, the internet's like the Wild West, and you have kids as young as elementary school having their own smartphones with parents never turning on the parental guidance.
True.
So it's like you got kids in elementary school like going crazy. I could only imagine what the kids that I went to school with in elementary school would have done if they had smartphones and access to it. We're like, let's just pull up anything we want on the playground.
See, but back in the day at our age, they had like different types of magazines you can buy.
Yeah,
but
but I
you
mean
had to be a certain
that's
age.
one thing. It's like you gotta hide a magazine. You ain't gotta hide a phone.
I mean, but you got to buy the magazine first. You know how hard it is to get the magazine? Because the magazines, you have to be age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was
like-
way harder back then.
Yeah, it's like
now, like
basically-
a kid would be like, "Oh, what are you showing your friend?" They're like, "Oh, Pokemon video." And then they
Basically-
can't say anything. You know, you just make sure you're facing away from the teacher. You could be watching literally the nastiest stuff ever,
True.
like the Pain Olympics or something.
True, and I mean, I know people that's been having cell phones. Like I know some of my friends had cell phones when they was in the 5th grade, the sixth grade. I think I didn't get the cell phone. I had a flip phone in 7th grade, but that don't count.
I got my first phone in middle school. It was a flip phone, non-color screen. You know, it's like when your screen was just like one bright color. It was like orange or green or something.
Mm-hmm.
I had that, and I think texting was something like 10 cents a text or something. So no one really texted.
Oh, back in the day?
They wasn't even like free texting on the weekends yet.
That's
so
when
like no one texted, but people still had like free nights and weekends with their phones. But yeah, everyone had a cell phone. By the time I was in middle school.
Think about it. Around that point in time, when you talk, a lot of
That's when
people
the
did more
aliens came.
interaction. So a lot of people went outside more.
Oh,
People were more active. Look at it now. They're saying that watching a lot of pee brings depression. So they're saying people nowadays at this time, in 2024, are more depressed.
They're just sitting in
They stand more-
isolation, crank yanking all day.
crank yanking all day. People don't know how to talk to other people anymore. Dating is basically on the
Online
internet,
only.
online only. You know what's meeting. I mean, you know what's really. I mean, some people still meet people face to face, but it's mainly online, and that's what people are having all these
Yeah,
bad
that's
days
weird.
because the first time they actually interacting with somebody is basically online, and that's never good because you never know the real person. They can fake it up the whole time. Then by the time you see them, you've been catfish. It be like that girl. You seen a person that got catfish said it was Bow Wow?
Said they were Bow Wow?
No, yes, somebody on the show Catfish on MTV Catfish.
Oh, yeah.
girl-
They tricked that lady.
She was like, "Oh yeah,
Wow.
I'm dating Bow Wow. I'm dating Bow Wow."
And then, like, she would be like, Bow Wow would be like, hey, I need like $5,000.
And
Like, they froze my accounts and I'm like stuck in another country. And she's like, I got you, boo. And send him $5,000.
I still never understood a point of how you get catfish. Like if you talking to somebody for 6-7 months and always asking them to FaceTime you,
Dude,
and they
it's-
always got an excuse.
Every time I've seen it on TV, besides like a couple of cases where you're like, those people are just straight idiots, it's like it's old people. So it's old people like that don't understand the internet at all. Like,
And that's also true. That's what they're saying too about this situation. Kids,
most people that are like I don't know. I would say 40 and up.
Yeah.
Because there's some people that were a little bit into tech that were older, but like 40 and up, most people like they don't know about the internet or nothing, and they're all weird on Facebook. I remember there was this old man neighbor that we knew, and like he got on Facebook finally, and he started liking like all this international stuff that's on this website, and he would like see it because he didn't have his stuff like private. So you're like, Mr. Mike, like this freak nasty picture.
Algorithm all messed up. Every time the kids see their phone, they looking at nasty things. But that's also another thing that that the government is saying, that parents aren't as smart as the kids, because nowadays kids are just born and just have the internet. They have to work the internet backwards and forwards. But some adults, I get some people that call me and they don't even know how to work the internet still. I'm like, it's 2024. How you still don't know how to work the email?
I remember one time I was working this like corporate job years ago, and I had a manager that was like making a presentation, and I showed her like how to like just do like very simple basic stuff on PowerPoint, and she was like, "Did you go to schooling for this? Like, what university did you learn this at?" And I was like elementary school. I was like, "I've been using PowerPoint since like elementary, middle school. Like, what are you talking about?" She's like, "I'm so bad at using this program."
And that goes to show you that, I mean, that's why the government had to step in, saying the parents ain't doing their job. So
they don't know what they're doing. So it's kind of, I mean, a lot of parents, I mean, now it's getting to the point where like everyone's like been like, most people that are our age are parents. So they were kind of like know what's up with technology and know how to work it, because they're like still in like school when it came out. So it's like, there's no excuse now, but there was definitely an excuse for like the few generations where like the parents like didn't know what's going on, so like the kids are unhinged in this like universe with like nothing holding them back. The
like
internet universe.
Who's the old celebrity that just had a kid? Robert Downey Jr.
Not Robert. Robert Downey's not that old.
What's the name? Who's the old man that just had a kid? The kid with the young lady. He's like 60, 80 years old. Danny DeVito.
No. It's like one of those old mafia dudes. I forget. God dang.
I thought it was Robert. See, you forget his name. But enough about it.
No, dang it. You always make me do this on the show. I can remember most facts, and then you just try to pull at something random. And I'm like, I don't
comment down below. Who's the old actor that
Is it the dude from like what's it called? Meet the Fockers?
Yes.
What the hell is his name?
Let me see.
Pull it up.
Was it? No, it wasn't him. Was it?
Was it him? I be getting people mixed up, man. I forget. But it was like one of those old like Soprano type actors that was in like The Godfather, I believe. I might have been mixing people up. Robert De Niro.
Robert De
Niro. Jr. That's what it is.
There it goes. Robert De Niro.
Was it Robert De Niro that did it?
Yeah, Robert De Niro
is
like
70 something, and he has like a 30-year-old pregnant lady.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's crazy.
See?
Hey, if
he's a parent. He's a parent. Doesn't know with the internet.
If we become like Joe Rogan level celebrities on podcasting, are you gonna keep on having kids with 30-year-olds when you're 80?
25.
You're gonna be like DiCaprio?
Of course,
even
man.
worse. If you're watching this on TFTC clips, go to Tales from the Crib to watch it in full 1080p and get the full video right away, quicker.
And if you're ready to know about which celebrity finna get they almost had their block knocked off in New York, man, we got it right here, man. My dog N3on.
That's your dog?
Out here taking
Is that
L.
your dog?
He is, man. He was. He's taking L.
Everyone
after
boo this
L
man in the comments.
After L. Horrible. 2024 ain't my dog. Yeah, man. It looks like he's been online doing the Nitty Bob dance. He getting checked by the Naughty Bob dance. Getting checked by DD Osama. He getting banned on TikTok. He's getting beat up by
he's being called out by little kids.
He's getting beat up by little kids.
And on the mic, getting whooped in a conversation on the mic, and then like going off and taking it way overboard and X-rated.
So basically, if you didn't know,
he got banned.
Basically, if you didn't know,
and then unbanned.
N3on got banned, then basically got saved by his daddy Adin, because I guess he was doing a video.
I thought they were beefing though.
They were beefing, but at the same time, I mean, Adin still has love for him, and he feels bad for him. And some people always say, no, it's just jealousy. Adin's just jealous of N3on because they did it live, and they seen that N3on's getting more views, and they're saying like N3on's basically a better version of Adin.
Yeah, that's not it.
But I mean,
Aiden's at least funny sometimes. I ain't really into like these super young streamers. I only usually see clips because they force feed them us on Instagram. But you know, I've watched Aiden a couple times randomly, and he's had some funny content. But N3on is just like an idiot. He's like all these year 2000 kids that are just freaking weirdos.
they gonna be like,
they all look like this kid.
They gonna type down like he was a hater, But if you didn't know, man,
I'm a paid hater.
It's horrible. If you didn't know, N3on is a kid that basically grew up on social media. He talks about growing up, he was getting bullied as a kid.
I understand why.
He had Crohn's disease, so he had to miss a lot of school. He ended up getting homeschooled, so he started going live on 2K, raging, trolling people. And then also after that, he started getting on Fortnite. But one of the videos he got
Never played Fortnite in my life.
True,
to this day.
One of the games he got, one of the things he did to get on, they had a lot more views. He faked his death. Said he was gonna have a brain. He had a brain tumor. Had to get surgery. Then came back like 2-3 days later, and he was telling everybody, "Oh yeah, he basically had to make the choice of either bleeding out to death or basically getting cured." And he got cured. Getting cured, so now he's here. And then people looked up and like, "Oh, if you had this surgery, it took you like 7 months to get better." And he got better like in 3 days.
Yeah, he's always been a troll and a liar.
So basically, he's always been a troll and a liar. So people were thinking this is what happened. So N3on got in an argument with this little kid named Keezy. He said some crazy things to him. Say he finna do some Saucy Santana academics thing to him. It was crazy.
He's gonna send the booty guns.
Exactly. So Kick didn't like that. They banned him. Even though Kick's ban rule is crazy, that's why Adin Ross came in and saved his life because Kick doesn't have basic regulations on how they suspend you.
When we were checking this out, we've seen people that did like super crazy stuff live on stream that they definitely should be like permanently banned. And like even Kick announced that they're permanently banned, but it's like a week later, a month later, they're back on. So no one's ever like truly banned. So like, it's crazy that they do that just to save face, but then they let him back.
True, but
it's like as soon as public opinion dies down and people stop talking about it, they let him back on.
True. I mean, I think that's what they're really trying to do. But people were trying to say, well, Kick, they're not getting any advertising. So I mean, that's why it's the Wild Wild West. They're not getting any advertising dollars. Supposedly, they make all their money off of gambling. So off of the gambling that they basically advertise on there. So.
I thought that's not money off of advertising then. That would be money off of advertising.
It's through
stake?
Through like stake and prize picks.
Oh, so they got like two main sponsors?
Yeah, they got like two main sponsors, that's it. That's what they let everybody they did that not Logan Paul. Who's the dude that we used to watch? Steve would do it.
Oh, they didn't want him on there?
That's why they put him on there because remember he got banned on YouTube for doing the game, and then he just went to Kick and started doing it. He's like, "Oh, we allow that."
He made another YouTube channel, not Steve will do it.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh
Is it still active
on the YouTube?"
Yeah. Or did he get blocked again?
Probably got blocked again.
I gotta check.
But we got Adin Ross right here, basically letting you know why he helped N3on get his page back.
I want to touch base on something. I put in good word to have so-and-so, instead of a week ban, get him unbanned earlier than that because I don't feel it's right on Kick's part to be inconsistent with bans. So I don't believe in anyone that takes like a week or month ban. I believe they should get unbanned after 2 days. So y'all can put L's for that. But when I saw, what's his name get banned for a week, I wanted to make sure he got banned in a couple days. Y'all can put L's and shit all you want. Guys, we got to keep Kick alive and be consistent. Nobody should be getting banned for months.
What is he even doing? Fighting little kids?
I mean, that's what they're doing now. It's like with the YouTube, they always copycat each other. So right now, I guess all YouTubers since Jake Paul popped off the boxing thing,
everyone's trying to box.
Everybody's trying to box. They're not working with some people.
Nominate you, co-host. You got to take down Jake Paul.
I knock him out. I mean, I think if he beats Mike Tyson, I ain't fighting.
You got to avenge him.
Mike Tyson?
Avenge Iron Mike. You got to bite. And Nate Robinson, you got to bite off Jake Paul's ear. Put TFTC on the map.
Horrible. But how do you feel about N3on? Do you feel like N3on's going to get banned or he's going to get beat up or turn to a pack first? Which one's going to happen?
Allegedly. Hopefully not. Just kidding. But hopefully he gets packed out.
Because, I mean, that was kind of fun. That was kind of funny how...
Nah, man, I don't really care about this kid. Remember, didn't he already get, like, pants down to his underwear? Like, when some goons caught him? And he was like, I would never be touched in my life. And then he got caught in the streets, and they made him, like, get down to his underwear.
Some people saying that was him trolling.
No, that was a fake video?
Yeah.
Just to get in the news?
basically.
I don't know, man.
He does a lot of fake things like that. He says his family kicked him out the house, and he had to make the choice between doing streaming or basically being with the family. But then he was like, it was coming down to the last few months, and his mom like cried, and he told his mom like, this is working for me, let me do it, and she just said okay. So that's why he just kept doing it.
Yeah, I think he just sets a bad example for the young generation, and like, I don't know, man. He's so known now that like it's almost like 6ix9ine. Like no one wants to really do something to him because they think like he's gonna snitch or the cops will get involved immediately. But man, someone needs to take one for the team and beat the brakes off of him allegedly. Not really.
He's not gonna learn his lesson. I mean, he got Blueface behind his back. He has Fousey behind his back. I'm pretty sure he got Adin behind his back.
Isn't Fousey crazy? Fauzi? Is it Fauzi or Fousey?
Fousey, same ish. Y'all comment down below how you pronounce it. Fousey. Floozy tube. Nah, but
yeah, he sucks. Hopefully he does a skit where he like is maybe damaged pretty bad from it, and then he has to give it up.
Horrible.
I'm praying for his downfall.
Horrible. What?
Nah, I mean, he just does too much. And I'm tired of seeing him. Like, I don't even follow anything like affiliated with him, but somehow they like push him so hard that he's like still clips.
He has
on
Indian bots.
Well, allegedly, a lot of people said that he has those bots that like increase his views by like 50,000. But like some people say that like usually half of his views are bots. But who knows, man? This dude's like an industry plant that won't die.
I mean, he's the king. I mean, he's basically the king of trolling. He that with Gilbert Arenas. That's all he does.
Nah, Gilbert Arenas actually brought some to the world. He put 60 on Kobe RP. But like he put up buckets and like helped change the game. But this guy's not changing the game. He's just a freaking jerk. He reminds me of like that white kid that walks around with a bodyguard and like he was in the mall where he was just walking straight and walking into all these people. And then like when people be like, "What's up?" the bodyguard would be like, "Step in front," so they couldn't do nothing.
What? Who was? I think you talking about the dude that
he was the one dude that I think that Fauci punched in the face or spit on or something.
The Island Boys at the Island Boys house.
Well,
the
yeah,
white boy?
I think that white dude. Yeah,
I think
he's like the white version of N3on.
I think him and N3on are beefing too.
Well,
and N3on,
hopefully they run into each other and then it's like a double finish him. Mortal Kombat. Hopefully they both lose at the same time.
Horrible.
It'll be a great day.
But enough about N3on, man. Y'all comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel about N3on and this whole ban on kick situation. Do you feel like he's gonna have to be? He owes N3on, or is Adin Ross's daddy?
Adin Ross definitely is his daddy. He birthed him, and he continues to save him and look out for him. And even though like he's done Adin wrong personally, so. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I guess, he makes money on Adin's network, so Adin's going to let it go if he keeps on getting a part of that check.
True. Yeah, that's about kick. So we're going to see how it goes. But moving on to more news, man. It's problems out here in California.
Crash out time.
It's crash out time, man. My dog Bricc baby out here crashing out on neighborhood. All because of Adam Tooster don't know how to basically control his crew.
What's crazy is like I've always heard of like dissing ops and smoking on whoever pack, and it's crazy that like he dissed him asking for a cigarette. I never heard someone like call a cigarette like a op.
That's how they do it over there.
In Cali.
Yeah,
I mean I mainly only follow Chicago stuff. That's my. It's a
lot of politics rules in Cali. I mean, if you didn't know, I mean, so on the podcast on No Jumper, Bricc Baby and DFW Flame are talking. DFW Flame, DFW Flame asked for a nap. No disrespect, asked for a nap. Bricc Baby just passed it. He ain't check him. He ain't do anything. He ain't look at him funny. He's like, he asked for. He just handed it to him like it was all cool and everything. Bricc Baby alleges that, after the show, DFW and him talked about it. He apologized, said he wasn't doing no disrespectful stuff like that. It's just basically like, ruthless instinct. Because, I mean, DFW's insane crip. What you say?
Yeah, it's basically like dissing him to his face, like challenging his whole hood.
Basically, yeah.
And like they feel like since he didn't step up that he got like punked.
But yeah.
And then a lot of people are saying like, you don't want to get crashed out and get tricked out of your position. And that he should have, even though he talked to him off screen, since he said it on screen, he needs to address it on screen. And a lot of people say, like, when you're taught, this is all alleged, but like when you're taught stuff coming up, you're taught one of the things that someone says this in front of you, it's immediately go time.
Exactly, and
or you gotta just check him. Sorry.
Exactly. If you gotta check him. I mean, Bricc Baby,
apologize.
Big Baby
right
out
now.
here being a super crip, you over here being super neighborhood. If
on
you
the
ever,
hood,
if you ever say on
homies.
hood, if you ever say on hood every 5 seconds, and you always talking all this
6-0.
6 and all this gangster stuff. I mean, you gotta stand on business. So the fact that he ain't doing anything, I thought this would have died down because I mean, like the two people that it went against, they let it go, but it looks like the streets is talking. The Crips is saying that Bricc Baby handled this all wrong. He should have.
It's looking bad.
He should have. He should have basically squabbled. Yeah, basically, yeah, he should have squabbled right there on the spot. Even to the point where Crip Mac even called him from jail and called him a custard. I called him
a frozen custard.
Basically, a frozen custard. Say when they when you see him when he get out, doing a fair one. Pause. I mean, that's what he called everybody. That's what he called everybody he don't mess with. I mean, a lot of people are saying that Bricc Baby needs to come out and get get the fade. There's a lot of fade. Basically get a DP. A lot of gangsters on this hood saying stuff. Whack 100 saying stuff.
It's so crazy that DP is like a term, that's used in the gang community in California and stuff and other places. But it's like when I hear DP, I think of like the topic we said about a few topics ago about what's on P-Hub. I'm like, why is that what happens when you like cross the line over there? Like, that's terrible. I mean, you might as well die. But it's like, no, that's not what it is. That's
not what it is at all. But I mean, a lot of people are blaming Adam 22 about all this gang politics because everybody was saying, oh, it was AD and T-Rail fault.
Well, Adam 22 is notorious for interviewing the ops. Like he'll interview like literally like people from one side for like 3 weeks, and then next month he's interviewing like people from the other side for a few weeks. So it's like they're really gonna interview someone and then have someone their ops come on and basically talk crap about everything that they just said. So it's like he kind of sets up the beef and almost escalates the beef by like even pitting these people against each other more and then profiting off of it.
True.
By people getting the views up and the comments going up like, oh, you let him say this about you, or he was on here saying this about you, just egging it on.
True, and then you know how it works over there in No Jumper. As soon as something bad happens to you, Adam's gonna make like 17 episodes about it. But they're
gonna clip the hell out of it.
Clip the hell out of it. Like you remember with the whole house phone situation when he had the little training thing.
Oh man, that ended his career.
Ended his whole career. Had to leave the show, and then
that's crazy. All these like Dwight Howard, Diddy fans. I never would have thought that.
True.
House phone was
True. Then when with that whole little lust situation. When Almighty got in the fight and punched the dude in the face.
Kelby?
Yeah. So, I mean, all that stuff happens.
That was funny.
that was funny. All that stuff.
That's like if N3on, like, tried to, that's what needs to happen to N3on for all his distance.
Somebody can jump on him?
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. I mean, you see DD Osama ain't do nothing. Just give him a little stern talking to.
He was like, my heart, my kid, myself. You can't be dissing my brother that passed away.
True, but people...
My buttercup.
People were saying that only reason Adam 22 is doing this is because of the views ain't doing good over there at No Jumper. The only time people really pay attention to No Jumper is when these gang stuff is going on. If it's any other thing, if it's not an interview or gang stuff, people ain't really watching it.
And he be disrespectful with it. They be asking questions that are out of pocket. Mm-hmm. They've been they've been all on Chicago's nuts, getting like everybody from both sides over there. And, they don't even conduct the interview. I should be doing the interviews. If you're from Chicago and on the same side as Chief Keef, hit me up. I will interview you, and I will do a correct interview with good questions, and I will not patronize you one bit.
But, I mean, you have to do the ops, too.
No.
You got to.
I can pick a side.
No, Adam
side has been picked.
Adam makes him do both sides. That's why he picked them. He
you know why? And Adam does both sides. And you know what he is?
What?
A floozy and a cuck.
He's a cuck.
So no, I don't do what floozy cucks do.
He could be like, nah, you can't work here.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't work there. I'm saying, come to TFTC, come to Death Row. We doing the interviews over here.
Horrible.
That's what we need to be.
But anything else you feel about this whole situation with the DFW Flame and the Bricc Baby and Bricc Baby cashing out?
I think Bricc Baby got punked on 6-0 on Schoolyard.
You think so? You think he's scared? So you think he's scared of DFW Flame?
I'm hood. We got a clip.
Yeah, we got a little short little clip of DFW. I mean, of,
So his name's
Bricc
Dallas
Baby.
Fort Worth.
Horrible.
Fuck about none of that, nigga. Shout out Devil Donut, nigga, in my real 40s, cuz.
That's the clip.
Yes, the clip. I couldn't go too hard.
I hate you.
They were saying people was getting their page pulled down.
So this guy said, I love Dunkin' Donuts on the hood.
That's the part I pulled out. Everything else is too vicious. It's the only safe part I found.
He looks like a Chucky right there. Like he's going to take the bite out of you.
I mean, it said he's all drugged. I mean, he's all off drugs. I mean, he says he doesn't do as many drugs anymore, but I mean, everybody said he does.
It looks
and
like
everybody
he's going
says
to bite you like a chihuahua.
horrible. Everybody's saying that if
was
drugs
just
make you
scared.
forget that, if drugs make you act like you ain't hear nobody say what they said to you, you shouldn't be doing those type of drugs anymore. So that's another reason why you're a custard. So we gonna see what happened with Bricc
What
Baby.
custard is better, chocolate or vanilla? Or
I don't
mixed?
eat none of that.
You like to swirl?
None of it. And
You don't like ice cream?
I don't really care for ice cream.
I
Strawberry
knew this
shortcakes.
guy was. I knew you were shortcake,
Horrible.
cupcake.
Ain't no Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Never that. But comment down below how you feel about the whole Bricc Baby situation. But moving on to the couch announcements.
Oh, welcome to the couch announcements. It is the halftime show of Tales from the Crib, where we let you know what's going on with this channel, our other channels, and everything we're doing on all of our networks, including Patreon. Check us out on TFTC Gaming. We're dropping a whole bunch of videos. I drop a Star Wars Battlefront complete collection or classic collection. Got new videos on that. Also playing some Call of Duty World War II. My co-host is playing some wrestling. You need to get on some Fight Night as well. We both got that game, so we might even have versus games playing that. So that should be fun. Watch this channel. Watch the clip channel if you always don't have time and want to watch the shorter clips, the show clipped out. And catch us on Crib Reactions. That is the GOAT channel, our super duper money maker. Crib Reactions. We got 8.5K basically. Get us to 9K, get us to 10K. We just dropped a bunch of videos. Actually, when I took the screenshot, we were literally premiering a video, so shout out to the Crib Crew over there. The 4 people were watching it live, and if you want to become an official Crib Crew, the links in all of our latest videos, so join us on Patreon for exclusive videos not allowed on YouTube. You can see we watched Eminem, Doomsday 2. My co-host is a big Eminem fan. XG, the best girl group out right now, coming out of Japan. We got Ko, Team Tomodachi. We got Japanese drill, that's epic. We got some BTS, some baby metal if you're some hardcore metal. We also react to drill, all kinds of music over there on Crib Reactions. We mix it up all the time. Put it down in the comments. My co-host also makes me watch some Ariana Grande and his favorite Jack Harlow and Meek Mill.
Eternal Soul. Her last Ariana Grande last album was fire. Yeah,
We have
definitely
not
check that out.
reacted to any of her recent music videos. I'm surprised you haven't made me do that yet.
I mean, only like 2 of them came out, but guess we did one of them.
Did we?
Yeah, we did one
I
of
already
them.
forgot.
It was like 2 months old. That one already came out. I think it's like why. Say why. That was
Say yes.
that was an amazing
Say yes,
video. Yeah,
yes.
definitely need to check that out. But I'm ready to start the show. Talk about my dog,
Your idol.
Tate.
What? What's his name?
Andrew Tate.
Oh. Ba-doop-boop.
But if you didn't know, 21 new charges just hit the Tate brothers, Andrew and Tristan. If you didn't know, Andrew and Tristan Tate are already in trouble with the Romanian case, but it looks like
You know who they need to help him out of the situation?
Who?
Tristan Thompson.
He helps to get the Kardashian. Oh, you know, because he knows Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is a lawyer.
Yeah, lawyer and a private jet.
Yep, but if you didn't know, Tristan, Andrew Tate and Adin Ross are still friends. So basically, Andrew Tate takes Adin Ross and, hey, you need to come to Romania and do a week live stream here before we leave. And dumb Adin Ross, talks about it on his live stream, and basically that's what starts this whole situation. And this wouldn't basically happen if he didn't open his mouth. We have a video here basically of Adin talking about it. Then we're going to come back, give you some more facts, and then we're going to give y'all our opinion.
Really, really fucked up. And Andrew Tate's team confirmed that I fucked up. And Tate told me, right? I fucked up. And thank God he did not get put back in there because I would have felt really guilty. Tate had spoke to me and he said, dude, just come to Romania. I want to give my people and your people what they want to see. Let's do some content. You're okay, and I forgive you. because I apologize. I felt really fucking bad, bro. Like, really bad. And I really, really feel bad about that, and I'm sorry. I honestly did not mean for that to happen. My motive and my reason speaking about location was because I didn't want to get swatted. So I basically, which was really stupid.
He didn't want to get swatted. So if you didn't know, man, social media star Andrew Tate, 8.9 million subscribers on basically on Twitter, is basically was basically actually went to sit to jail to be held in court to be spoken about him leaving and trying to leave Romania, and he was told he couldn't do it, to the point where it was so crazy to the point where, like, the lawyers that are on the Romanian case was in UK and told the UK people that, oh yeah, I know Andrew Tate has a situation here that happened 10 years ago. I know you guys want to get him, even though the police station basically dropped the charges on their end because they felt like they didn't want to pursue this anymore, and that's just a whole nother situation in the UK that's going on with they SA charges. They dropping a lot of them on purpose because they backed up. They basically, if you get an SA charge over in UK, they can get delayed over to like 6 years, and they can delay it to the last minute. So a lot of people are just dropping the charges.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why they got dropped before. But they're saying that you need to get Andrew Tate before he leaves. We have news that from Adin Ross that he's leaving Romania, and you'll never get him. And so what UK's decided to do was basically call in and see if they can get him extradited to the UK. They agreed to it and said yes, they can extradite him to UK, but first he needs to get the Romanian case over with. Now the Romanian case, there's no set date for this. This can go on for at least 6-7 more years. Nobody really knows a set date. Andrew Tate said,
do you think that they'll eventually just plan to escape and like leave on a private jet?
They're being watched. Andrew Tate already talks about how when he's driving, he's already been stopped at a stop sign and had to do a random drug test. Because they're watching him, and on top of that, the lawyers that are on the Romanian case, they're saying they have people watching Andrew Tate streams, and on top of that, they have people watching Adin Ross streams. So
that's crazy, man.
They watch him like crazy because this is to them.
And this is all off of from what allegations that we saw that looked like the evidence showed that there was false allegations from what we saw. We don't know the truth, but from all the evidence that we've seen. Going over tape from it's almost like a year or two now. It's like it's crazy that he's still dealing with this when it was a whole bunch of.
When they want you, they want you. When the Matrix wants you, the Matrix wants you. Like he said, he's always talking down.
Speaking about the Matrix, it's gonna grab back.
Exactly. He's always talking down. You've seen him talking about John Cena in the whole Oscars awards and saying that's the
humiliation ritual.
The humiliation ritual. So
they wanted to give him a bigger envelope, but he said no.
Exactly. So Andrew Tate ain't with all that, but this situation is crazy. This is basically like over 10 years ago. They're saying there's another 4 girls that have the same type of situation that the girls in Romania have.
What, in England?
In UK.
Yeah.
They're saying like they were basically love bombed and asked to do things for Andrew Tate. Andrew's like, you seen the interviews that Andrew Tate's going around doing. He's going over there saying the Romanian government doesn't have anything on me. That's why they go so hard.
I believe he was a player, but I don't know if he was out here doing bad stuff. But
he was doing internet stuff, allegedly internet stuff. They weren't like messing with actual people. And they were saying like, oh yeah, he was like he took all the money out of this girl's
account.
One of her accounts, but he said no, he never did that. He don't have any proof. So we're gonna see what's going on. They may never get done with this case, and you'll never know.
He's gonna be in house arrest for the rest of his life. The Matrix got a hold, and they won't let go. Hopefully, he gets out, man. He finds a way just to leave, and I don't know if will the States be probably the safest place for him.
The United States,
yeah.
He does have dual citizenship, him and his brother, because he
should be able to come back.
So he can go back and forth. But I don't know. I don't know if he doesn't like anyway. He doesn't like the rules in the United States. He doesn't like the rules in Romania. He can't go to UK. What's left? Japan.
Yeah, if that's where you want to live, I wouldn't mind living in Japan.
That looks like the only place that he could possibly go, anywhere that Adin Ross lives at. But he's gonna stream. He's always gonna stream. So you're gonna know.
He's always gonna talk his stuff.
He's always gonna talk his stuff. He's never gonna be silent.
On X all the time.
So yeah, they're gonna find him regardless.
I think he'll be all right, man. I think he'll get out of it, and we'll see if his career takes the next step once he's kind of free from this stuff.
True, because you already know he's already been severely banned. He's like been heavily banned on TikTok. I mean, anytime you post anything about Andrew Tate on TikTok, they giving you a strike off back.
Well, and we also even wonder about talking about him on the podcast because honestly, if he's like a topic sometimes, or on a clip channel when it's a clip that's solely on him, the video will do trash, and it's like it seems like who knows, if it's possibly being suppressed. So it's kind of weird with dealing with him and how the algorithm, I guess Trump, you could say, treats him. Yeah, exactly, for both of them.
It doesn't make any sense. But y'all comment down below how you feel about this case. Do you feel like the UK even has anything on him? Because, I mean, this is a civil case.
I mean,
the
UK needs to talk, needs to calm down and just eat their tea and crumpets and stay out of this one.
Disrespectful.
I mean, we already whooped them once, so we need to do it again.
They finna get on you bad. But speaking of being whooped, man, looks like everybody's favorite quarterback
was doing the whooping.
Is horrible. Was doing the whooping. So if you didn't know, we got two stories going on Dak Prescott, man. First off, the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys out here doing
got an F in the free agency.
Got an F in the free agency. I mean, they released Tony Pollard. They released Tyler Bidas. They released Dorrance Armstrong. I mean, they're not getting anybody. The Eagles out here, we got Saquon Barkley.
Kenny
we
Pickett.
Got Bryce Huff. We got Kenny Pickett.
Kick him out of there.
So if you didn't know,
Russell Wilson.
basically, so if you didn't know, Dak Prescott's brother, says, so if it wasn't clear already, it is now. The Eagles have the best front office in the NFL, and I gotta agree with that.
Cowboys hashtag.
And yes, there's a lot of people are saying that. Is this really Dak? Is this really Tad tweeting for Dak? Because you already know.
Tad already lost. His name is Tad.
Pretty much. That's a hard one.
What kind of name is that?
That's a hard one. Dak without the K. Basically. But a lot of people are saying that this is basically Dak Prescott speaking out from his brother. Some people are kind of scared because they, you already know the Cowboys trash. They haven't won the Super Bowl in years.
They really haven't been good since I've been alive and been conscious. So, we'll see if they eventually ever get, live up to their name as America's team. But I don't think they're going to do it with Dak. And then Dak is also not only fighting his brother, saying the crazy stuff about his own team, but he's filing a lawsuit against a woman that claimed him of allegations or assault, trying to extort him for $100 million. So he said that he was some woman tried to extort him, and now that he's countersuing or trying to take her to court for defamation, I guess.
So if you didn't know, this basically happened in 2017. What's going on is a lady named Victoria saying that she was a waitress. She met Dak Prescott at an event. He took a liking to her. He was like, "Hey, come get drinks with us." She wanted to go get drinks. She went with him in his truck to get drinks with them. He told his friends to get out the truck. Once he told his friends to get out the truck, it was just them in the car, and that's where this whole situation happened. That happened in 2017. Now years later, she finally comes out, says she has the courage to basically speak her truth. And the only reason why she was scared, because this is America's quarterback. I mean, look at us now. Basically, America's quarterback. Look at us now. Everybody's going to be doubting her. Everybody's calling her all types of names. And look what's going on with the situation now. And all the people saying that, oh, yeah, this is being called extortion. It's basically just Dak Prescott lawyer trying to flip this to make Dak Prescott look like the victim. Because at first, Dak Prescott was saying that he didn't know the girl. But now he's saying, oh, yeah, I know the girl. It was cordial.
That's starting off bad, man. You can't deny that you know her and then be like, yeah, I know her. You already started off.
I mean,
lying.
but 2017. He's like you said, he's America's quarterback. He's meets a lot of people. He kisses a lot of babies. So I mean, how you supposed to know who Six is Willie in?
I'm pretty sure he's kissing more than babies.
You see Magic Johnson out here. He caught the all nasty.
Yeah, it's because he was nasty.
Exactly, but
it's so funny how people would like to, from this team would like to make fun of quarterbacks to other teams, and now look who's in the spotlight for being a nasty boy himself.
Exactly. So I mean, they're in the spotlight. They haven't went criminal yet. This is right now going civil. They state that they will go criminal.
What's his name? Deshaun Watson. That him and Dak are gonna have a freak off.
Horrible, but
they go to the massage parlor together.
Oh yeah, nah, they were disrespectful. Jerry Jones wouldn't allow that. But so okay, so some people were saying that this extortion is going on because, and the only reason why she's waiting is because the Dallas Cowboys just gave Dak Prescott an extra $4 million on his contract. They didn't give him a contract extension; they just gave him more money, and they're saying that this is the reason why she's coming after him because she knew about he's gonna get more money. And the lawyers on her side are saying, no, this isn't right. I mean, he's a criminal. He needs to be basically reprimanded, and they won't stop to basically this is over and done with. Jerry Jones hasn't spoke about this. A lot of people aren't speaking about this. It looks like the Dallas Cowboys are trying to suppress his news, but I mean, it is kind of picking up some steam. That
have you seen like Shannon Sharp or anyone talking about it?
Seen Stephen A. Smith did the whole interview on it, but the way Stephen A. Smith is talking about it, he's only talking about it as if he's been extorted by a girl that he had relations with, but he's not talking about basically the situation. But I mean, you know how it is with athletes. You know, everybody will say athletes are
because they got a lot of money, and you never know if it's a real claim or a claim for money.
Just like remember Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin had the claim in the
cost him his job at ESPN.
But he ended up winning the charges. And also ended up getting paid a $25 million settlement. And now he has a new job on the Fox with Skip Bayless.
Undisputed.
So, I mean, yeah, Skip Bayless Undisputed. So, I mean, it turned out for a win for him. But this is what you need to do. I mean, situations like this.
You just need to be like our friend, Real Good _ Doty. And when Saquon left his team, he threw his jerseys on the ground and started a bonfire. You might as well start a bonfire with Dak Prescott's jersey and using as kindling.
No, I mean, like, this is what you need to do. If somebody's basically trying to state that you essayed them or trying to press charges against them, you need to turn around and countersue them for $1 million so they know that you ain't do this and don't do what Diddy did, because the whole Diddy Castle situation, as soon as it happened, he just settled with it. So since he settled, everybody and their mama coming out saying, oh, yeah, he did this, he did that. So now he has to either settle this or settle that. But the fact that Dak just jumped straight on this means that Dak feels like he's innocent. And on top of that, my dog said he's going to donate the money to a Joyful Heart Foundation once he wins this $100 million. But how do you think she's a waitress? How she going to give you $100 million?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she could. I mean, it would be like one of those things. It's like
because if Tasha K not giving Cardi B any money.
And 50 Cent lost like 20 lawsuits for being crazy, and he's like never paid anybody any money. He's moved all of his money into his company's names, and then so it shows that he has no money. So but he always has money because he has his company money.
True. But yeah, so I mean, with this girl, I mean, she better do a lot of OF work.
Yeah. I mean, she better get on somewhere and do something. She's gonna need a lot of tips.
We're coming down below how you feel about this whole situation. How do you feel about Jerry Jones trying to cover this up? Because it's not a lot of...
Jerry Jones got his own demons he's trying to cover up, and why isn't it certain pictures?
Oh, yeah. But he's old. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. He is old, and it's back in the day.
He did it. Just like Dak, allegedly.
Just like Ben Roethlisberger.
Did nothing, and was acquitted of his charges.
And Kobe.
I can't speak for Kobe. Yeah, we don't know. He's dropping 50 a game to make us forget about it. But no, R.I.P. Kobe. He never did anything.
R.I.P. Kobe, man.
I don't know if it's real or not with Dak. If it's really a cash grab, I hope he's exonerated. And if he was really being bad, he needs to be punished. But hopefully the truth comes to light. But at the end of the day, we all know the Cowboys still suck tremendously.
Still suck and still jealous of the Eagles. But moving on to the next topic here. Moving on to NBA. Looks like Rudy Gobert says that the NBA is rigged. They only care about gambling. These referees are giving people texts just because they don't like them. Just because... I don't even know.
Yeah, it was an overtime game where Rudy Gobert was playing, and they got like a couple of questionable calls while he's trying to get rebounds. And he goes, I think it's hurting our game. I know the betting and all that is becoming bigger and bigger, but it shouldn't feel that way. And Charles Barkley calls for Rudy Gobert's suspension after the $100K fine. Barkley thinks Gobert should be suspended because of the implication of Gobert's gestures is dangerous for the NBA. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily dangerous, but I've been actually feeling this way about NBA basketball, that there's so many bad officials there's so many officials where you almost know, like, if they're officiating this official's officiating this player's game, that player has a high, rating of losing. Just like Scott Foster and Chris Paul, and he has some other nemesis that he also doesn't like. And Joey Crawford was also another one that never liked Tim Duncan. So Tim Duncan would also get like BS calls and random texts.
True.
And like they mentioned with Fred Van Fleet, who used to play on the Raptors, who's now on the Rockets, that he even got into it with Scott Foster, right? I believe.
Yeah, he got him and Boogie Cousins, Steven Jackson. So it was a lot of people, and we got a little audio here of basically this situation. Then we're gonna come back, tell you more facts, and then give you our opinion. And I hope y'all give us y'all's.
Timberwolves went into an overtime thriller against the Cavs, and Gobert was called for a technical foul in the closing seconds of regulation and did a certain gesture at Scott Foster. Following the game, Gobert, who has a reputation for being outspoken, didn't deny what he did and went further into saying sports betting could be having a major impact on the outcome of the games. Now, this was such a big deal because Gobert's tech allowed the Cavs to tie the game up, and they even went on to win the game during overtime. And I mean, calling a technical foul with 30 seconds left is kind of BS. But when you look into Scott Foster's past,
His past is just horrible. I mean, like him and Tim Donaghy. I mean, we saw that video how the only people that Tim Donaghy called more than his basically bookie was for Sean Foster.
Scott Foster,
which is crazy. So, I mean, it has to be something to that. A lot of these NBA refs, I mean, they do funny things. I mean, I always wonder how this player gets called you call Trevor on this player, but don't call Trevor on this player. It's
like
just
James
too much.
Harden used to get away with murder.
True, and I mean, the funny thing is Richard Jefferson's now trying to be an NBA ref, and I'm just wondering, like, when will?
I think that was more of a joke, man.
No, he says he wants to do it.
He wants to quit being a sideline announcer.
I mean, you see Avery Johnson. I think it was Avery Johnson. He's done like every job. No, not Avery Johnson. Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas has done like every job in sports. In NBA, he played basketball. He was on ESPN. He was on NBA Network. He was on the court. He was doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He still sucks to this day.
Hard. He beat Jordan.
Jordan beat him, and he walked off the court.
It doesn't matter.
He wouldn't even shake his hand.
He beat Jordan to win the ring.
Jordan's got 6-0.
It doesn't, not against him.
They didn't play in the finals.
He beat him in the conference finals. Because this is one of the 9 times that Jordan couldn't even. The many times that Jordan couldn't even win a playoff game.
Nobody has a better finals record in like the
you
modern
can't
era,
erase
which is
Michael.
The 90s and beyond.
You can't erase the
say
first
80s
half of Michael Jordan's basketball
career. It's not erasing
career.
it.
Yes, you are.
That was him going from a young player to a player to
Well,
understand what it needs to win.
Horrible.
And then once he won 6 and 8 years because he took a couple years off because his dad passed away. Horrible. He was sad.
This is like who is another NBA player that just never won? Who just has them? It's like Lamar Jackson. How you give Lamar Jackson all this flack, but then you erase all of Michael Jordan's first half of his.
I mean, I don't really start counting things against him until he had like another All-Star. He was trying to do it by himself. He was literally the only good player on his team. He had a whole bunch of bums, especially his first 4 years or so.
So you give Michael Jordan the first half a pass?
Years. It's not a pass. It's just he wasn't to his peak yet.
So are you giving Lamar Jackson?
Michael Jordan was he was only going off of his, winning off his athleticism. But then it's later once he started to learn to combine that with the intelligence of the game and picking your spots and playing defense. And he's always played defense, but, just doing things at the correct time. Lamar Jackson still has time to be great, but he's still looking like Jaylen Brown, interviewing him. Well, where do you see yourself in 8-9 years, Jaylen Brown? Oh, I see myself 7 championships, MVP. And it's dude, you got 1 year to win 7 championships. Where you at, bro?
Y'all some haters, but comment down below. Let us know how you feel about NBA refs. Is it really rigged? Do some NBA refs show favoritism?
Some games I've been questioning, man.
You think so?
Some games, one side cannot get a call. They have to dang near get clothesline to get a call, and sometimes the other side is barely breathe on someone, and it's a dang near a flagrant.
This is what Luke would be crying about.
It's it's one sided. Yeah, I mean, it's so bad because it's people want to make fun of LeBron or Luka, but you really look at it, it's every player. Jason Tatum cries, James Harden cries, Kevin Durant cries, Wemby cries
They
sometimes.
said the Lakers
Rudy cries.
The Lakers had to go to the front office
LeBron
and complain
super
about
cries.
LeBron James not getting any foul calls.
Well, I mean, it's kind of tough with the Lakers because they shoot like double the free throws more than any other team in the league. So it's crazy that they get that many more opportunities and chances, and they're still barely fighting for a chance to be in the play-in.
Whatever, we still gonna.
They got to check. They're 9. They might be 10.
Nah,
I know because I think Golden State lost. No, yeah, they lost.
they just lost to the
Yeah.
King. Who they just played?
So I got to see. And the Lakers won tonight, so the Lakers might be back at 9.
We got to check on that.
But yeah, they still suck.
But moving on to the next NBA team, my Cole's favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, we got Jay Williams commenting and saying that Kyrie Irving, most skilled player in basketball history after his game winner playing 40 minutes, scoring 24 points despite fasting during Ramadan. That is very impressive to play that many minutes, not be allowed any food or water, running on fumes, scoring 24 points, taking over the third quarter when the Mavs were struggling, and then after Luka hit the 3 to tie the game, and they got the ball back after Jamal Murray missed, he ended up taking a running left-handed floater from floater/skyhook from one step in from the three-point line. That's basically like dang near hitting a running one-handed throw-in left, 3. It was incredible. It's one of the craziest shots I've seen. If I hadn't seen it already this year, when Kyrie gets in the lane, sometimes he gets going and just does like a running left-hand floater, but usually nowhere near from that far away. But it was truly amazing to see Kyrie once again coming in the clutch like he did against Steph Curry in the finals when he hit that 3 in his mouth. Kyrie's got so many special moves and special moments. It was nice to see him do something like to that level again.
Coming down to the last 10 to 15 games, where do you see the Mavericks?
Hopefully that they're not in the play-in. Right now, I believe that they're 7. No, they're 6. Yeah, I think they might be 6 because they got the tiebreaker against Phoenix, and but I think we're tied. But I think Sacramento won tonight, so they're ahead. So yeah, I think Dallas is right. They're like right there at the 6-7 spot. But if they could get in the top 5, top 6, I think that's sort of their best spot for them. I would probably say top 6. I want them to be top 5, but I think they'll probably end up in the 6th spot. Because I think Sacramento may fall off, and Dallas is going to play Sacramento, I think, 2 more times before the end of the season. So hopefully they can take them out, and then they'll own the tiebreaker against Sacramento. But Sabonis has been playing out of his mind, getting all kinds of triple-doubles and bullying people like Anthony Davis, elbowing him in the head and knocking him out and just playing bully ball. Who would have thought a Euro star playing bully ball? But shout out to Kyrie doing it during Ramadan. And showing that he still got that work.
Right now, they got the Mavericks 7th in the West.
Yeah.
So right now, if the playoffs started right now,
they would be in the play-in.
Y'all playing the Timberwolves. If you be in the play-in,
if they remained at 7,
and then if it remained at 7, they'll play the Timberwolves.
I actually like that matchup. Timberwolves are inexperienced, and I think Anthony Edwards might try to do too much of himself, especially with the big cat out. So I think that Dallas could definitely take advantage of them with Luka and Kyrie, having all that experience for being, the go-to guy many years. Like you saw, Dallas's 2 best players, also the number 1 scoring duo in the entire league, coming up clutch with 2 clutch back-to-back shots. Kyrie hit an amazing shot, but Luka also needs credit after Murray hit that crazy 3 to hit the 3 to tie the game back up. So Kyrie could have a chance to hit that crazy left-handed shot. But shout out Luka, shout out Kyrie. Shout out Dallas for getting the W and getting us 1 step closer to get out of the play-in. The end of their season is pretty favorable, so I'm going to go with Dallas ending up at the 6th seed and avoiding.
It's real close. I mean,
avoiding the play-in. I think Sacramento's going to fall. They play them like 2 more times. Hopefully they can win.
They got the Suns, the Kings. Y'all
Spurs.
Y'all all tied.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry. We're playing the Spurs next.
That's an easy win.
We played the Suns and Kings.
Let me see who y'all played. Who y'all playing next? Yeah, the Spurs. Y'all played the Spurs, the Jazz. 2 easy wins. That's 3 easy wins.
Yeah.
Y'all played the Kings back to back.
That's
I don't know
what I'm
about
saying. That's the ones we got to win.
Rockets, Warriors, Hawks, Warriors, Rockets, Hornets, Heat, Pistons, Thunder. That's kind of hard. I mean, but Thunder. Thunder.
They barely lost to Thunder last time they played them, and Luka didn't even play. So they could still win that game, but they got a lot of games that they could win. And Golden State's been playing pretty bad and being towards the bottom of the West. So hopefully those could be some wins. But the big games that I'm really going to focus on, that's I think going to set the tone for the end of the season, are the back-to-back games against the Sacramento Kings. I think they have to at least split. Mm-hmm. The greatness would be to win both of them, but I would feel pretty bad if they lost both of those games to Sacramento. Especially with them jockeying for position at the end of the season. That's almost going to be like a mini playoff series right there.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see who's going to end up playing the Nuggets, because whoever plays the Nuggets first round is automatically finna lose.
Yeah, and who knows if the Nuggets, it's also close at the top. They could end up being 1, 2, or 3. They keep on going back and forth with OKC for being the top team in the West.
Yeah, them. Okay, yeah, the OKC and Timberwolves and the Nuggets are all for 47.
See how close it is. So super tight in the West. I mean, in the West, you go on a handful of game losing streak. You could go from like 5 to 10. So who knows? It's super tight.
The Lakers need to win the last. If Lakers win the rest of these games, it's gonna be.
They won tonight against Atlanta in a spectacular fashion, even though that Austin Reeves took nuts to his face.
136 or 105. Hell yeah.
And also Dallas plays, I think, the Hawks a couple times. So the Hawks have been looking pretty bad, and they're in the bottom of the East. So hopefully those could be easier games for Dallas. But sometimes teams take their foot off the pedal when they think they're playing against a team that's a guaranteed win, and those are the games where you got to remain even more focused, that you don't let a good bad team hang around and then you end up losing.
We got the Bucks. We might lose that one, but we beat the Bucks though, but we might lose that one. We beat the Wolves, Grizzlies,
talking about the
Pacers.
Lakers schedule.
We beat the Grizzlies, the Pacers, the Nets. We can beat the Raptors. We can beat the Wizards. Cavs, I don't know. Timberwolves depends. Warriors.
That's gonna be almost like
Grizzlies.
a double game because y'all are jockeying with them at the end.
Man, I feel like
we can win most of those.
We can win most of these. Lakers can win most of these.
I actually like the Lakers. I don't mean to hate too much on LeBron, but I like Austin Reeves and
We still don't
Anthony
win too
Davis
much.
when he actually plays hard. But I actually really like Rui Hachimura. He's one of my players I like to watch a lot on the Lakers.
Don't play too much.
Shout out Kyrie. Shout out Dallas. Shout out Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, all the crew.
Shout out all the crew, but
Max, you need to get in the gym and work on your jump shots. Same thing, PJ Washington. You've been abysmal. Derek Jones, keep being great.
But you know who else needs to keep being great? This next topic right here, man. TFTC Music Mix number 5.
Two videos.
I told y'all it was finna start up. My codes done started it up, man. We got 2 videos already. Make sure y'all give us a comments down below. Drop the links down below with videos y'all want us to add to this Music Mix playlist. We might add it to the playlist. Also, give you a quick shout out.
Yeah. We got. You can add the plus sign right there if you want to add this playlist to your library. We're gonna be adding music every single week. If you don't know Big Chubbs from O Block, it's coming out. He's got a song called "Don't Want to Talk." It's actually pretty epic. So check that out if you're a fan of the O. But let's jump into music, because we record these podcasts every Monday. And so shout out to Akira Toriyama. We talked about him passing away last week. We still miss him, and still love Dragon Ball content here at Tales from the Crib. But let's see what's dropping, what's just came out. We got a whole bunch of new music. Mm-hmm. My co-host's favorite, Boss Man and D-Lo. Was that an album?
You dropped a little album, yep. A little 13 tape album. Don Toliver dropped the tape. Dropped the song.
Ski
Mask. Kenny Mason, The Baby. Chief Keef dropped the Dirty Nachos. Tierra Whack.
Mike Will.
Tierra Whack, yep. Tierra Whack dropped an album. That was decent. Who else?
Looks like a bunch of singles. We got 42 Doug, Mazu, Little Mabu with what's his name? Lil RT.
Flo Millie.
The Dawn mixtape.
Flo Millie dropped them tape. Oh man, J Crit dropped the tape. I still ain't hear the J Crit. I need to go hear that. Mozzie dropped the song. Little Mabu. He dropped the song with Little RT.
Yeah. We got to react to that. We will react to that on Crib Reactions.
Eldorado Red, man. We got a whole bunch of people, but man, it's time for my pick, man. You already know, man. I already went down with Boss Man, D-Lo, man. 50th Flow, Ian Hibachi. He dropped a little tape here, 13 tracks, man.
That's a good amount.
All bangers. I mean, a lot of people saying he got the same flow. It's like listen to the same flow throughout the whole tape, but yeah, definitely.
Is it the same flow, or he has a style where you could tell it's him every time? Because some people say that about Future, but Future's one of the biggest artists in the world. Because, you know, they know that they're always going to like the song because they like that style. Sure. I mean, his style was so good that, what's the dude that did Panda? Panda.
Who did Panda? Designer? Designer
freaking stole his whole style and even got big enough off of stealing his style. That's how noticeable it was. But
I wonder why he blocked up the Sexy Red name. I guess he didn't want to let people know.
Want to be a surprise.
He wanted to be a surprise, I guess. So
what's your favorite song?
The Sexy Red one. Sexy Red one is good.
For real? That's your favorite one?
It's not my favorite one. It's a good one. It's a real.
No, but what's your favorite song on the album?
Boss Talk. Gotta be the favorite one.
Okay, and then probably the second one would be Sexy Red.
Then the second one, Sexy Red. Then I like Mr. Pot Scraper. He had like four or 5 songs on this little 13-track tape that I actually mess with.
You wish for a higher percentage.
It was
but still okay.
But I'm glad I found it because it was either between this and Flo Milli. Flo Milli's was alright, but this one was.
Well, she has the crazy TikTok singles.
That doesn't mean nothing.
What is it? The Ron Artest song.
Oh yeah, she finna.
What's her real song called?
Flo Milli.
It's not Ron Artest, right?
No, it's not Ron. It's called let's see. Comment down below. What's that Flo Milli song down below? While I search this up. Oh man, I forgot.
Yeah, let's take a look at the songs. Tell us who you want. Who's your pick of the week? If we didn't pick them, and tell us why down.
Is
in
it
the
Never
comments.
Lose Me?
Yeah, Never Lose Me. That's it. Yeah, I like the beat on that song. It's pretty good. Yeah, but put in the comments down below. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. But we're going to my pick.
What you got?
The GOAT is back. Mr. Chief Keef Sosa dropping Dirty Nachos.
That is some Dirty
mixtape,
Nachos.
And he's dropping it
Cheetos,
to
Doritos.
feed us before Almighty So 2 come out. It's been supposed to come out for like 2.5 years. It's pictures I pulled.
you
Chief Keef dancing. He's so excited. This is him at, I don't know where it was. I just pulled a random Chief Keef picture so people could see his face. He's wearing dunks. We're Team Dunks over here. But yeah, and look, there's the Glow Man. This is an awesome mixtape. Oh yeah, let me pull out my phone. Let me see.
It was pretty good. I gotta give him that. He had 2 Chainz on it, which I was surprised. Yeah, how many songs he had on here with Sexy Red?
I think just one. But it had 18 songs.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them new. He had some old songs that have never been on Apple Music before. I really like the song 2 Times, Doja, Ridiculousness, Pull Up, Ghost Clan. Probably tied for my favorite song is Damn Shorty with Sexy Red. That song is fire. That's definitely a gym hype song. Could get to new levels on the treadmill with Damn Shorty. Charged Up is probably my equal favorite song on that album. It's kind of like a slow, chill, like just a dope-ass song. I do like Beware of Dogs is also pretty good. And finally, Harley Quinn, old-ass song, is put on Apple Music, so now you can enjoy that. But yeah, check it out. It's definitely something to see, and hopefully Almighty So will come out. It's like Chief Keef loves dropping every time on my birthday. He likes to give me a gift himself. Shout out Sosa, Chief Keef Sosa.
Hey, but enough about all that, man. You already know what I'm going to say, man. Y'all need to hit that like button, that comment button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, FearlessSupreme305. Make sure you follow my co-host, Papa O-Block on Twitter, man. I'm back tweeting. I think I dropped like 10 tweets today. I need to check my phone out, see how the page looking. I'm going to start back tweeting again.
10 tweets every 2 months.
Horrible. I'm gonna start making them tweet more. Start taking those ideas.
Twitter.
But I'm ready for the drop the beat, co-host.
Drop the what? Drop the QR codes.
I
don't know what you're talking about. But scan the QR codes. We got Tales from the Crib 2-0 and IG on the right. Scan that QR code to follow us on IG for everything going on with all of our channels. Follow us over on the left, Tales from the Crib on TikTok for the time being, before the government decides to shut that down. If you want to hear our thoughts on that, we actually covered that topic on the last podcast. But let me get some outro music before we get out of here. Shout out Chief Keef Sosa for giving us some music for my birthday. But let's ride out of here. It's Tales from the Crib, baby. Every Tuesday.
Thank you, man. Dropping every Tuesday. You already know, man. We dropped the news for you. We already told y'all, man, who was getting pulled up on New York, man. We told y'all Michael B is lonely, so trying to get in this hop in his DMs, man. Hop in there fast before he changes his mind. Also, man, Bricc, baby, man, stop crashing out for the Adam 22 store, man. It is not worth the $300 a week he pay y'all, man. Trust me, it ain't worth it. But you already know, man, it's your boy Jesse J, Philly Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande Chico 2 times. On King David, Chief Keef finally dropped some new music. Put the Sosas down in the comments. We will see you next week.
Happy early birthday to my co-host. Make sure y'all drop it down in the comments down below. Drop down the birthday cakes.
Put the cakes.
Oh, no, please don't put the cakes.
Hey, shorties, if you're still listening, put the cakes in the comments.
No saucy cakes. No sauce.
I don't eat the cakes that you eat, those cakes is gone bad. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.